welcome to week 5 of Bachata 2. So this week we did a little bit more variations of Madrid, just following up from last week. So if you want to know how to do Madrid, go back to the last video. For today we just did a couple variations. One of them was involving like a lot of lead movement, and then the other is like more follow centered. So we're going to go over the leads first, and then we'll do the follows.
Yeah, so what we're doing essentially is a reverse turn or an outside turn on the second half of the Madrid. So it's gonna look like this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. So on the second half of this move, as you can see, we're hammer locking ourselves. And how do we get out of it? We just did a hair comb and traced in order for us to connect right on right hand, and from there you're free to do shadow or other movements. What we did here, just to make it simple, just a simple turn.
Yeah. One thing that's really important for the follows is whenever the leads are doing this, because they are hammer locking themselves, whenever they do that, if I stay really far, I'm gonna be like, and I'm gonna lose my frame, we're gonna lose connection, and I'm gonna be like, I don't know where my lead is. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that we're stepping really small in this second half to allow the lead to be able to do this movement. We know that the lead is going to be doing this when 1, 2, 3, 4. Whenever they just start the movement here, it's like, oh, okay, let me move a little bit closer because they're doing something crazy with their arms that I don't know. But now you know.
Okay? So you would lead this as you would a hammer lock. So the hand goes from this to this, fingers to fingers, from palm to palm to finger to finger, in order for us to get the mechanics to get there. And once you're here, try your best to face your partner. You don't have to. That's why there's a half basic in order for us to kind of balance ourselves and kind of get back into it. And I would say spacing is very important as well. You want to be as close as you can in order for this move to work.
Okay, so that was the first variation. The second variation involves a little bit of things for the follow here. So just going over the footwork very briefly. So we're just going to do the same thing. We always do the fun thing on the second half of the Madrid for this stuff that we're teaching in class. So we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4. What we're going to do for follows is we're going to step out like we normally would for our Madrid. We're going to step in place like we normally would for our Madrid. Then we're going to turn or pivot or whatever you want to call it. We're going to be having our face or our chest from facing our lead to being away from our lead, and we're going to step and tap. So the pivot is happening on the right foot.
On the 7, as if you were to cross. Instead of crossing, you're turning.
Yeah. So it's going to look like this from this angle. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then for leads.
And then for all we're doing, instead of crossing on the 7, we're going to step to the side on the 7 and collect. So it's going to look like this: 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Can we do it from this position? And
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Obviously not too far out.
Yeah.
But that's the.
Okay, and then for together.
So together it's going to look like this: 1, 2, 3,
Prep. 5, 6, 7,
8.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, prep, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. The thing that's important here is we're prepping on the 3, 4. We're bringing the hand down and tracing it up the arm. If you can't make it that quickly, that's okay. Just bring the hand down and then just place it on the shoulder so that the follow knows to go through. We want to lift this hand up on the 6 so the follow can do their pivot and going through. And then we're just doing a step tap. How we get out of this is just how we would normally do a shadow position type movement. So 1, 2, 3. Once you're on this side, you can do a nice little turn or anything like that to get out of it.
It's very important that once we're doing this move, we kind of shorten the space as much as possible, because I'm not going to be able to lead it from here. So I'm not gonna be 1, 2, 3, and then, you know, I lose connection here. It doesn't matter how like hard I step on the 5. If there's too much space, you're not gonna be able to lead this. Also, connection like this steady. We don't want this because that confuses the follow as to what you're gonna do.
Okay. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.